Hello everybody, this is Genjeft here, and we are back. Yes, I forgot to record the Star Drive episodes this week, and there's a little bit of a reason for that, because I got this little thing, which has eaten up several days of my week. It's not like a big budget game, like I put Notepad in the background simply because this doesn't fill the screen, even though it can. So we'll go to a new game. I'm going to pick Italy for this. I've played as Austria, I've played as Germany, and I started a game as Japan. Japan kind of sucks. We're going to play a game as Italy. What this is it simulates from 1900 to about 1925 ship combat. And that is pretty much it. You're just an admiral in charge of the Navy. You have no other responsibilities. We've got all these different countries. You've got England, Germany, Russia, Austria, Italy, France, United States, and Japan, and a couple of custom nations. You can create your own nations. We've got the Confederate States of America, if the Confederacy had won the war, and Spain. We're going to play as Italy. And let's begin. You got a couple of options on launch. We're going to pick game 3. You got a couple of options on launch. You can pick different fleet sizes. We're going to stick with medium. We're going to go with historical resources. I'm going to put my name in here. And you can do manual build of the legacy fleet, or just let the game give you a legacy fleet. I'm just going to let it give me a legacy fleet. And this is pretty much the game screen. Nothing overly fancy, nothing overly spectacular. Here are your ships. We've got 2 Napolis, a Carlo Alberto, and some destroyers. We did not get a very big fleet, did we? And we have this thing that is under construction. You can see what types of ships you have by going to View Data. As you can tell, the Italian battleship Napolis have 4 10-inch guns and turrets, 14 7-inch guns and casements along the side, 12 3-inch guns somewhere. Trinary guns don't show up on the ship's thing, and then 2 torpedo tubes. And we have 2 of these. We also have the armored cruiser, Carl Alberto, of the Carl Alberto class, which has 4 8-inch guns, 12 6-inch guns, 10 3-inch guns, and then 4 submerged torpedoes. Then we have 2 classes of destroyer, the 500-ton Nimbo class ships with 2 torpedoes, 2 3-inch guns, and 4 2-inch guns. Pretty standard for early game. And then you have the 400-ton class of Sparrow. They do 27 knots. With 2 torpedo tubes and 1 3-inch gun. I don't like the tiny, tiny destroyers. Okay, so what do we need to do? Well, we got a ship under construction. Is this the same? Nope, this is a different class. So let's take a look at what they're building for us. 4 8-inch guns, 12 6-inch guns, 10 3-inch guns somewhere, and 2 submerged torpedo tubes with a central rangefinder. We'll let that be. Continuing to build. And this is the entire world. And you can keep doing this. We're here. We have 2 places. We have Italy. We have 3 places. We have Italy, the Mediterranean thing with here, Sicily, and then we have Sardinia. And this will show who has all access to oil. We don't. And the zoom out button. So yeah, we don't really have far-flung... Can I go this way too? Nope, it just kind of glitches out. Yeet. We don't really have any far-flung requirements, like you see the States has a bunch of stuff here, and England is absolutely freaking everywhere. So we won't be dealing with ships on foreign stations right away. And we need a new ship, in case there's war. I like to first start off by, what I just do is I go to ship type, because you can design your own ships, to an extent. Auto design ship minesweeper, and poof, we have minesweepers. And these don't need to be any... Why are you so big? No. Okay, so there'll be 300-ton minesweep ships. cheap to build, quick to build. And that's what we want. And heck, I'll make them fast. Minesweepers that do 22 knots! Overgunned. Too many or too heavy secondary guns. Okay, so here's what we'll do. We'll take that. Still overgunned. There are requirements for each class of ship. Too many or too heavy secondary guns. Update ship graphic. How about now? I don't care. These things don't end up in combat. Usually you want more than 80 rounds per gun. Can we squeeze some extra speed? This is the fastest thing I've ever made for a minesweeper. Can I make you smaller? Boy, this sucker's fast. For a minesweeper. So there we go. Down to 200 tons. You can't go any smaller than 200 tons. It's a basic minesweeper patrol boat. And let's throw another... There we go. There we go. Throw another funnel on it just for the hell of it. I'm not going to fix that note, because it doesn't matter too much. Yes. How much does this sucker frick me? You seriously cost 714? Does it really cost me that much? No. Okay, they're 102,000 a month. Okay. So I'm going to build 3 more of these. You guys see a perfectly done cursor. Because of the way this is recording, it flashes constantly to me, so I'm kind of having to figure out and hunt where the buttons are. Okay, so that is our first turn. You get intel reports like that. Oh, you get messages. So-and-so has laid down a new ship. You can click on the flags over here to get status of the different navies. So you see they've got a Monarch battleship. We can go to data, figure out what kind of armament they have, what armor they have, if we know what kind of armor they have, and so on. The country we're most likely to go to war with, Austria-Hungry, is far bigger in terms of fleet size than we are. So that's not very good. But our budget isn't really much that we can do anything about that. We do have 2 battleships now. I thought we started with 1. Oh no, we got 2 of them. So we're not completely outgunned. Just mostly outgunned. As they've only got 1 battleship. Early battleships. So these are pre-dreadnoughts. Not the best things. Oh, they've got 2 armored cruisers. Oh, their armored cruisers suck. Yay, we're good. Our armored cruisers have better weapons. Or at least more of them. Ooh, France is angry at us. And it pretty much consists of a lot of just hitting next turn and waiting for stuff to happen. Which is a little bit well, some would say it's unfortunate, but I'm just kind of sitting there going, this isn't bad. It's turn-based and it's very simple. You just sit down and play it. If you have to stop, you hit the save button. You get pop-up messages every time a ship is done. If you have to stop, just hit the save button and exit. It's really easy to exit. You don't have to go through any rigmarole with different menus or anything like that. You just click the X button. We're going to build 4 more of these, because I don't like to waste destroyers on anti-submarine warfare patrols. I'll do that. Russia wants an alliance. Now, this game is entirely centered around you. In this game, the world revolves around the players. France and England cannot go to war with each other. Russia and Germany cannot go to war with each other, unless you're playing Germany and Russia declares war on you, or vice versa. In order to get into a war... how much they charge? Yeah, that seems reasonable. Oh shoot! I forgot to go into my research. This is your research menu. We'll go back to get into war later on. This is your research menu. I forgot to do this, so we're going to kick the research budget to maximum, and this is where we're very good at. So I'm going to make this the highest priority. And, you know, I think I might make guns kind of low. Because I can always, well, you can always buy guns. You can also actually get your stuff made overseas, but then you lose the level, your advances in your own tech. But this is our high point, so we're going to leave that there. And everything else I generally pretty much leave on medium. I'm going to leave guns on medium too. Don't see a point to not do that. But yeah, so getting to war. In order to get to war, you have to get the tension bar with a particular nation, preferably not all of them at once, to this line, and then you're at war. It's that easy. But tension's determined by random events, so we'll see how that goes. You can also go into training. I'm going to have my guys training gunnery and night fighting, which will increase my maintenance costs. I'm kind of running out of money. And then you can tell how ammo is used, if it's an armored cruiser, if it's a light cruiser. There's nothing for, one thing I find kind of sad, there's no destroyer mark here. Because I'm pretty sure some of my battleships have fired 16-inch armor-piercing rounds at destroyers, which would still kill them, but it's not really the best loadout. So, yeah. Kind of annoying in that regard, I guess. Because I've seen them, like, pass through hits. And they've passed through hit my stuff, too. Yeah, we're going to make a apology for that one. I'm not going to war with the United States. I want to keep the tension with them down. Yeah, it cost me prestige, and prestige is your score. This was what your score is based on at the end of the game. The highest prestige, the better. Yep, they raised 50,000 by popular subscription. We now have a new armored cruiser. We can use that too. Okay, so we're going to wait for the minesweepers to finish. Probably going to be Austria-Hungry, because that's who I'd want to go to war with, because they're right next to me. Oh, goody. Dun ding ding ding. There we go. Okay. But it's, yeah, those random events determine who you go to war with. This would be kind of convenient to go to war with Austria, because Russia can get involved, in a way. So we're currently making 1.5 million in our monthly balance every turn. Now that we have no ships under construction, we have these ships in service with 2 armored cruisers, 2 dreadnought battleships, 4 destroyers, and 8 minesweepers. Next episode, I'm going to design a new destroyer because the starting ones are meh. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we will be back.